Hello and welcome back. Today we're playing an old favorite talent show, Black White Caretaker's Talent Control. We have our Caretaker's talents. We have, of course, all the good white cards that you play alongside this card: Beza, Sunfall, Get Lost. We have a new edition of Split Up as a very nice sweeper to be adding to this deck. And then we're splashing black like we used to for Kaya. Kaya is an amazing card with Builder's Talent. Getting to recur her, make a really sticky, hard to deal with threat, allows you to kind of just go over the top of people very easily. We also get access to nice black removal spells, some discard in Duress and Cruelclaw's Heist, and we get Pest Control, which I think might be a sleeper hit at the moment because these Esper bounce decks a lot of play, and they have a lot of 1-drops. So excited to give this deck a spin. We might be updating the list a bit as we go. This will not be its final form. We're just trying it out and seeing how it performs. This is probably a keep. Edge Maze. Okay, so we're probably against the Xur deck, I would assume. Fountainport. I mean, I do need to hit my land drops. Obviously, we want colored mana, but we're not going to say no to a land. Happy New Year to you as well, Kyber. Hope it's a good one. Wow, their hands. That does seem like a bad matchup, but we'll see. We have some tools for it. Also, my opponent didn't keep a Bean's hand, and that's always helpful for us. So I'm just trying to run this out. They have a binding for it, but we have a Get Lost to get it back. So. Alright, they have a Beans. That is very annoying, of course. Beans is the singular, well, one of the 2 singular good cards in that deck. It's quite hard to beat sometimes. Yes, we're just blowing it up. Best stream title on Twitch? Question mark, question mark, question mark. The people need to know. Hey, Patax. Alright. See what they got going on in hand over there. Another tap land is nice to see. Miller land off top, so they're not keeping anything too spicy. I guess I'm just going to go for this Get Lost on the binding. I'm going to want to get rid of it at some point because it's good Xur bait. We get this Caretakers back. Alright, so playing Beza is going to make a treasure and draw a card from their hand. So we're going to draw 2 cards here. We failed to find a land, which is very annoying. But hey, we out here. I don't think I've seen Stormchaser's talent, Caretaker's talent. That's kind of interesting. Someone should try that out at some point. Maybe I have to be that someone. And they keep a Get Lost on top, makes a lot of sense. We're going to go for Caretakers. Number 2. Then we're going to go copy this treasure. Draw 2 cards. Find a land drop. Thank you. And I guess we are just saying go. Oh, is there a blue-white list with Caretakers and Stormchasers? I didn't know. I knew there used to be a blue-white list that didn't play Chasers. Kind of cool if people are playing that now, though. Do I just take this? What are we doing next turn? I don't want to Kaya next turn, if I'm being completely honest. 8 damage is so much. A bit of me wants to just keep my life total really healthy because of Xur existing. But also I do have the split up, but I think this is fine. I just want to stay healthy. Four split up main in the deck you're talking about. That's kind of cool. Love a 0 mana draw 2. Same. Am I going for the copy? They probably fire off the Get Lost then. And I can still cast Kaya afterwards. Oh, this actually lets me draw a card as well. Just fun. 175 streams. Oh my gosh. Sophia, the hero we need. Alright. Play out my Kaya. Minus on this Hauntwoods. Get a land. This Kaya seems utterly impossible for my opponent to do. Are we gonna do the impossible and win game 1 against her? It should really speed up. But yes, probably. Probably. Maybe. Doubts are rising, but you know. The Overlord is nice with talents. True. I guess I do have to kill them at some point, which is a slight issue. So I kind of like, I have 3 builder's talents in my deck to get Kaya back. I kind of like minusing on the Mistmoors so that I don't randomly get Zerred to death at some point. No, we'll get Kaya back probably next turn pretty easily, I imagine. Okay. So we can just bash him with the Overlord to get a land. Oh, I could have leveled this up. I probably should have done that. It doesn't really matter. We're doing just fine for ourselves. Play out this Kaya. Start making 1/1s. We have a Fountainport open to draw a card. Basically, just say go. Oh, nowhere to run turns off the hexproof on their enchantments when Zer's in play. That is quite funny. I want to just let this happen. I could sack to draw a card, but I can just sack this instead. It doesn't really matter very much. There's the main nuisance. The main nuisance, pretty much. Alright, so they animate the Flood Pits. We're gonna give it -3/-3 so it doesn't kill my Kaya. I guess I'm giving them info now on what to keep though, which is maybe not optimal. Yeah, I've got to be honest, I sometimes forget all the text on Kaya. Okay. Quite good. Right, let's go for a Sunfall. Draw a card. Off the Sunfall, as you do. We're still on 20. We make a 1/1. We... Yeah, I guess I could make a Beza. I guess I could level this up. Pretty good. It was a little bit awkward. Now my Kaya could die. Yeah, I think it's only our creatures that it works on. Unless I'm misunderstanding. Right? You control and or creatures in your graveyard. Yeah. It's crazy that we're both 24 cards deep into our decks. And yeah, I just have like so much more going on. To a pretty comical extent. Kind of love it. Maybe I was meant to Beza post-migration. I don't know, I'm probably just casting a sweeper when they migrate, realistically, right? How did that feel? It felt like fine. I don't know if I would recommend cutting a rage or not. I don't think it's terrible to. I don't think it's an actively bad thing to do, but I think I would probably still just play 4, personally. You do trim them a lot in sideboarding is the thing. Which is why it doesn't feel so bad to play 1 less. But it felt like the couple matchups where I was struggling to have enough cards were the ones where, you know, I would keep in the 4th rage. So it might just be kind of a slightly false notion in the first place. Alright, I am worried about decking this game, so I feel like second talent is probably fine to play out, but I'm definitely not playing out a third. I think second one is fine. I just don't want to overdo it. I guess I attack with the spirit, and then I fire off a Sunfall. Yeah, I agree, Emily. That really is what makes Gruul so impressive. The Gruul deck is amazing at playing a more slow controlling game if it needs to. It's a very unique kind of aggro deck in that regard. A lot of question marks. This is our first match, Huzzled. It'll probably be updated in a minute. Did I just like miss a damage or something? I could have attacked with a 6/7 Beza instead of a 3/3. Yeah, well. Look. They should be on 16 right now. Details. Oh, Kaya's kind of hilarious with Overlord of the Mistmoors. Maybe I should have a copy of Overlord of the Mistmoors. Because that is a combo, let me tell you. Oh, I get to swing with my creatures and then cast Split Up. The dream. Truly the dream. Who thought Zer was going to be a bad man? Anyway. Disbelievers. Ye of little faith. Wait, do I have lethal? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I think I have exactly lethal, right? I should really like count it a second time, but it's very hard to imagine this isn't still just, you know, pretty great. Regardless. Yeah, lethal. Easy. And we didn't even take up 10 minutes of the clock. Running ahead of schedule. Alright, Duress. Cruelclaw's Heist, Urza's Sylex, Sunder the Gateway, can all be on my team. Definitely getting rid of Anoint and Nowhere to Run. Nowhere to Run was like fine that game. We do want a fair number of sweepers, I think. I think the Sunfalls are enough. I don't know if I need split ups as well. Still seems great against the main. I wouldn't describe the main matchup as ever being great, but you know, here we are, winning games. We'll take it. Soul Partition is fine, but I think just worse than anything we'd be living in instead of it. I'm wondering how I feel about this Blot Out. Blot Out actually can exile a Zerd creature around the hexproof, right? Which is pretty nice. Virtual Persistence shouldn't be in the deck. Let's get it out. Oh yeah, there's an Omniscience combo deck going around. I should really play that on stream at some point. Maybe that's tomorrow's task. Yeah, Big Kaya is very messed up against Domain, it's true. Certainly the saving grace. Yeah, Blot Out's nice at the moment, I think. Obviously a bit expensive. Not a perfect card, but I think it's pretty nice. I could, like, very honestly leave in a split up over something. It's possible I meant to. They have a lot of herd migrations. You kind of need to answer every single one, but yeah, we currently have 6 answers. Plus, if we ever draw an Eternal Wanderer, we can recur it with Builder's Talent, so I think it's fine. I'm gonna keep this, but obviously it's a little bit awkward. Okay, that is an exceptional draw. In which case, I'm just gonna lead on the Sunken Citadel first. Light argument for naming black in case they play nothing and we draw Cruelclaw's Heist. Fine. Play a tap land instead. Another Caretaker's Talent. I think I am going to keep that just because we need something we can snowball with, and they're definitely going to be able to answer the first talent pretty easily. Obviously, we're on the draw. We might be a bit slow this game, but we're going to try our best here. I think I need to cast talent before I start sundering them. But there's definitely an argument just getting down our tap land instead, sundering the Overlord and having a random crappy Phyrexian 0/0 that we... Oh no, it's a 2/2, but it would copy as a 0/0, which is not great, but something you can copy to draw a card. Right, Overlord's ticking. Let's go. Destroy target non-token artifact or enchantment. Get this off the board. Nice. Now we can start sacking map tokens, draw cards. Which is great. Need to find a sweeper. Opponent's 1 turn away from a possible herd migration, so... Do you want to be digging? Alright. Kind of really want to draw a card with Fountainport this turn. So I guess I'm just going to play a Backstreet, get a Surveil, and say go. Pretty unexciting turn, but it's fine. If I see a discard spell on top, I can main phase the sack. Alright, Sunken Citadel's fine. We're getting rid of it. I just need to find sweepers. Or even a Beza could buy me time against a herd migration. Like, honestly, a Beza would be fine too. So, there's some good stuff we can dig to here. Here we go. Oh, they're not migrating. That is phenomenal news. That gives us a lot of breathing room. I get to start to get lost in these overlords. That's fine. Like, they're getting value, but we're getting value too. It all balances out in the long run, really. Back this map. Duress. That is what we are after. Okay. Go for this Get Lost. Get that Overlord off the table. Makes a top deck to Xur way less relevant. And then we can go for a Duress. Leading on Duress instead of Heist, I guess. Is that correct? I feel like that's fine. I feel like realistically I'm probably just going to end up casting both anyway, but might inform whether I decide to kick the Heist or not. Minding Paw Patch negates Xur. So they don't have the negate open. So I don't really want to take the Binding. Binding seems so bad into all these enchantment destructions we've all got going on. Am I just taking Paw Patch, or do I need to get the negate out of the way whilst I can? Yes. I'm gonna take the negate. And then I'm unsure if I meant to kick this or not, because their hand's not great, but I think I want to kick it. If the great card is on top, we get to take it. Otherwise, they've got like a Paw Patch we can take or something like that, you know? Yeah, so we take the Paw Patch. That basically makes their Binding irrelevant. Or answers as a either or is pretty good. I'm just going to say go. I suppose sack this 2/2 to my Fountainport. Hey Sun Thief, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. I wonder if I messed up there. I was meant to plan to Cruelclaw the negate, because then I'm protected from herd migration. Yeah, that was a big mistake. I should have planned to Cruelclaw negate. Then if they have a herd migration, I can actually beat it. And like negate plays great with our Fountainport, right? Yeah. Well, this made the game a little bit tougher than it had to be, but fine. Interesting. They have a Get Lost on top. They do keep it. We're gonna sack this 2/2. A little bit awkward not having a random junk permanent to copy your talent, but it's essentially fine. Interesting. Huh. Blot Out is fun. That actually hits the Overlord. Octahedron with the tier 2 sub and the 63 months. Hey Octahedron, thank you. Thank you so much. That's so lovely. Very much appreciate it. So I think I cast Caretakers. And then I think I cast Builder's Talent. Then I don't have Blot Out up. Of course. Yeah, it doesn't hit it until it's a creature. That is correct. Oh, they're letting me draw a card. Wow. Okay. I am very happy with that. Alright, I think I just say go. Xur is a little bit scary, of course. Gonna force me to like proactively kill this Overlord. Okay, they aren't going for it. Cool, cool. Opponent is attacking for 6. And going for the kill on Caretaker. So if I fire this off now, I get to draw a bonus card, which I guess I would like to do more than I would like to kill a flyer. Oh, this is a phenomenal draw. Although we do kind of need another mana. to have Get Lost open at the same time, so it's a little awkward. Sunfall's a phenomenal. It answers these 3/2s. I guess if I do that, my opponent gets to Binding, and then threaten to attack with 2 things. Maybe I can leave the 3/2s for 1 more turn. Ooh. I'm meant to level this up now. Unclear. I guess I'm just gonna... Like, we have 1 less mana open for Fountainport, and we can't go 2/3 anymore. But I think it's still safe enough. And being 1 mana closer to max leveling this gets us back our Caretakers sooner, or gets us back our Eternal Wanderer sooner. Right, they attack me for 6. I go to 7. This is kind of like a Splinter Twin situation, them holding this Binding in hand. It's honestly a little bit obnoxious. Back a token. I think I'd rather kill this than being free life. This makes the Zora a bit more threatening. Yeah, this is kind of false tempo, I guess. Question mark. Alright, so we get to go Eternal Wanderer plus on a 3/2, hold open Blot Out to protect us from an animated Binding. Here we go. Yeah, they correctly are going after the 1/5 by the looks of things. I think they have to go after the 1/5 and hope to get lucky. If they draw a negate, kinda ends up working, right? If they draw a negate, we die. They've only drawn 1 so far this game. They're playing around the food here, that makes sense. They draw a land. Cool. If they don't do this, we can just crack the food to survive, of course. Very heads up play. Alright, please work. Oh, this game is tense. Alright. Okay, then. So, it doesn't give haste, right? Death Touch, Lifelink, Hexproof, cool. Can I just plus on this token? Like, is that responsible? Really, really tempting. this food. That's a card and a half. That's a get out of jail free button for later, I guess. There you go. I want to hold this Sunfall for as long as possible for herd migration. It's very unlikely we're going to need Sylex this game. Opponent doesn't really have a battlefield. But we'll see. Right, attacks me, puts me to 2 life. Let's gain 3 life. I kind of want to keep one of these food in play so I can copy it. I don't know how reasonable that is. It sounds pretty nice. Beza. Very, very good. Drawing the Beza means I probably don't need to copy the food anymore. And I actually have the same number of lands as them. I don't get to draw a card, huh? Didn't realize that. Right. Activate this. Get back a talent. Probably plus on this, right? In case they have a binding in hand. It seems likely binding would have already been cast. You just draw 2 cards off our junk permanent. I guess I could have also made a double striker and copied that instead of plussing on Zer. Where are my Kaya 7s? Oh, I can tutor one. I can play out Sylex and flicker it to tutor one. I probably should have done that last turn, huh? Oh, where's the Sunfall? Okay, they are officially drawing cards again. It's only scary if they start drawing Jaces, of course. Nothing else really does anything. How many beans are we through? If this is the first 2 beans. If I fire up the Sylex, it's a little bit weird. Alright, so let's... Yeah, flickering Sylex is very funny. Let's draw 2 cards. I think I just want to crack this and play it safe. Heck of a game too. It really is. It really, really is. All right. Consider this game reset. Misty. All right. I could just go Kaya minus on the Misty. Seems pretty obnoxious. This is gonna be the first time I've ever beaten Zer on. That's a lie. We beat it with Gruul yesterday, Tuesday. But it does seem like we're going to actually beat Zer with our mopey Caretaker's Talent deck. Look at us go. Look at all this effort they're putting in to beat this Kaya that we can get back with this Builder's Talent later. Oh shit. I have 25 cards? Oh, yeah. Yeah. That is the single card I was scared of course. And they draw 3 cards. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Not like this. I think I have to let Kaya die because I need to attack this Jace, right? Yeah. Fine, we can get her back. We go Builder's Talents. Go up. Play Eternal Wanderer. Counter on this. Plus on this. Kills Jace. We don't really have time for a game 3 is the concerning thing. Living life on the edge here. We have 21 cards left. The single Jace does not do it on its own. I got this. That would be nice. We'll see. I think our second Sylex went to the yard. Oh, we can get it back there. Right? Yeah, there's a Sylex in the yard. We can just get that back and crack it. I guess that's what I'm doing. Lol. Lamau. Second Sylex of the game, by the way. Oh, that's true. I could have used Kaya to blow up some bindings. This is kind of nice there. I now have an active Eternal Wanderer on an empty board. Yep. I'm really worried about drawing cards, but I think I want to. A little bit scary. But these, like, 2/2 double strikes are just gonna kill my opponent real quick, right? I'm really tempted to hold it back so I can block this Overlord. It has come into my life. I guess I can block Overlord and sack the token to Fountainport, stop them gaining life. Cool. And then the Sunfall. Misty number 3. Pajamura. Yeah, they can be 4/4s. That's kind of the dream. It's certainly what I'm hoping for here. Duress to clear the way. Very nice. Alright. We'll level up this. Look at this. Look at that. Easy game. Never remotely close. Only needed to crack 2 Urza's Sylexes. Casual hour-long match to start off the stream. Didn't even have a game 3. That was a nice first game, yeah. That game 2 was so epic. Best deck in Standard has been called. Classic double Caves of Koilos. Maybe the real answer is I need to cut one of these Caves of Koilos. I don't know how many I'm on. Am I on 3 or 4? I am on 4. Yeah, I might have to cut a Caves of Koilos. The double Caves hands are like kind of unacceptable. Oh my god. Black green, huh? This is a 4-mana planeswalker that can make a creature token. Exactly, exactly. And that's what we aim for. That is peak performance right there. And it's a good draw. Basically, Minx and Boo. They are literally the same card, yeah. When you really think about it. Hey. Next time we get to copy the fish, of course, if we're so lucky. Oh boy, that's the good card. They have found their singular good card. One of very few. Pretty awkward, because now I can't really copy this fish very easily. I do desperately need to draw a land, too. I think I'm just gonna Duress. If they go to kill my fish, I can play out a second talent. Oh, I see. Well, I see what's happening here. Okay, I'm holding on to this go for the throat, fight over my talents. They do find a Fountainport, which is a nice draw. Oh my god, I am dead. That card's like maybe the least beatable card in the format. Yeah. Quite possibly the least beatable card in the format. I don't know if I was meant to just try and like draw for a get lost here, but I think I'd rather draw 2. Okay, I go after my Fountainport. We get a painless white mana finally, thank goodness. Hey Leo, welcome. Alan, yep. Exceptionally rude and messed up. I just want a Beza. Gets me a treasure to draw a card. And then I can copy the treasure if I want. Am I dead next turn? They have 2 forests. Oh wait, no, they're a million miles from ultimate. Ignore me. I can read. Alright. Let's just go ahead and copy this treasure. It lets me Kaya. Kaya generally seems strong. And then we say go. They make a treasure token. Sure. Destroy my talent. So we are now through 3 of my 4 talents. Very rapid succession. But untapped land would have been so good. Anyway. Cast my Kaya. Problem is, if I go after the Overlord, I do remove a blocker, but they can also go for the floating. But then they aren't go floating on my creatures. So, I think that's fine. Obviously, getting a land off this would be incredible. And they do go for the throat of the Overlord. That makes sense. If I attack with just Beza, my opponent gets to make a fish to chump block. If I attack with a Beza and a fish, way more likely they can answer my Kaya there. I think I have to protect this Kaya for at least a turn. And this still stops them getting Fountainport value as such. Yeah, they have cottages, I guess. Can they activate both? Yeah, even if they activate both, we can block both. Is the thing at the moment. They duress me. Probably meant to take one of these talents. I don't know which one. Maybe Builder's Talent, because it gets us Kaya back. But Caretaker's like digs us to set up the build to make us have enough mana for builders. I guess them discarding the Caretakers means we don't have any more left. Pretty good for them. Alright, I'm gonna make the cottage. Cottage gets in there, we're gonna chump block. They eat a talent, I assume. The dream is finding untapped lands so that I can Eternal Wanderer and like make their life hell. Do not find it. So the question is, am I exiling their Beanstalk or am I zeroing? I kind of want to zero, maybe. Draw 2 cards. I do think exiling the Beanstalk's really good. I can just know where to run this to kill the... Then I don't have to protect my Kaya anymore. I guess they get to exile my Kaya from the yard, but that's probably fine. I've got all these Eternal Wanderers I can recur instead, and my opponent's about to be buried in card advantage with everything we're doing. So to lead on Builder's Talent, because I can get a +1 counter that way off this Nowhere to Run. Which means we have 2 creatures that are lethal to Nissa. There's like almost half an argument for only attacking with the fish here. So that I have a 4/5 to eat a cottage if they go to exile my Kaya. Downside of that is if they have a removal spell, life gets a lot harder, of course. If they don't have a removal spell, life is like somewhat easier. They do get to attack me with 2 cottages. Yeah, they only have 1 card. Yeah, I think having the 4/5 back is like honestly really nice at the moment. I'm like worried that they can just kind of kill me with these cottages pretty quickly too if I'm not careful. I don't have many ways to remove them, so the 4/5 on defense actually seems really relevant. And like, if they were to protect their Nissa here, what? They get a free? That's like, fine. I don't really care. Land. You know, land is like, fine. It's not a Fountainport though. I don't know that 7th land actually does that much for me at this point. Giving Soulstone Sanctuary haste with Rockface Village. You love to see it. Land is good with beans. That's true. That's true. Maybe I was meant to keep it. I do really want to find some removal for these cottages though. Like, I'm worried that as soon as my Beza dies, I start being in a bit of trouble. Alright. I believe if they do not exile my Kaya, I'm just returning the Kaya next turn instead of Eternal Wandering. I also believe they're meant to throw away a cottage here to stop me getting Kaya. Kaya seems very, very hard for them to beat at the moment. Eternal Wanderer, they can like maybe get through somehow, but I don't think they're ever beating a Kaya. Wow, okay. Love that for us. Kaya, my Kaya. Yeah, opponent agrees. Wow, we actually won that game. They like turn 5 to Nissa, blew up 3 Caretaker's talents, and then we won. Genuinely ridiculous game. Actually ridiculous. How do I feel about Sylex here? Sylex is really good against Domain, but my opponent doesn't have Bindings. I think a Sylex is like probably quite a bit worse here. I think removal is also going to be slightly better here, right? Because they might board in like Broncos or something like that to try and go under me, and they definitely have Glissers. Kind of makes sense not to over sideboard here. I do think we want Sunders though to kill Beans and Overlord. I think Anoint is probably the worst of these removal spells. I trim one more removal spell, go down to a 1 nowhere to run. Then we have like 6 Glycerances. The draw feels like a little low maybe, but probably fine. Trim a Sunfall. Honestly, I might just want another removal spell over Sunfall. If it was a go for the throw, I would definitely have it in, but tricky. All right, game 2. Pretty opposed to mulliganing in this matchup. This hand is not very good. I think if it was a tiny bit worse, I might consider mulliganing it, but it's pretty rough to mulligan against the Duress deck. And has good mana. Gets to surveil towards something nice, maybe. Currently has a Fountainport, okay. Builder's Talent. Think I want that. It's a little bit awkward in that it doesn't actually block their creatures very well. It's a bit worse against them than against like... Oh, apparently they have Dread Knight. Okay, well, that makes it way better than I thought. Blocks Dread Knight all day long. Very nice. They take my Eternal Wanderer, but that just puts her in the yard for the Builder's Talent if they're not careful. So it could be worse. Do I want to level up, or do I just want to threaten to sack the token if they go to kill it? I guess I'm going to threaten to sack the token. I might even sack the token on end step anyway, even though it frees up their Dread Knight. We will see. Alright, they have drawn the singular good card. This may be a mistake. I don't think my life total is super at risk in this match. Okay. I just want to draw a card. That is a nice one. We gifting a card? I believe we are, because I'm kind of desperate to have spells that I can cast. Yeah, they tear us under in response. Sure thing. Well, if I take the Terror Asunder, I just get to answer their Beanstalk. That's probably a good idea, right? It's very, very awkward that they have the demo field in hand, so they can demo field our Fountainport and win the Fountainport war. We do need to draw something good in the next couple turns, but... Get the Forest. Sunfall. You know, I could cast that. I think I'm gonna hold it. Okay. Exposes it to Duress, but my opponent's cast 2 Duresses already. If they draw a Glisser or an Overlord, we really want an answer, so I think we can take a couple hits off this Dread Knight. take 3. 14. There's the Overlord. Alright, Sunfall is ready. Oh, that card is very nice. Obviously, we need to do this now. We do have a talent in the near future, which can threaten to return a Wanderer. We need to level it up all in one turn to play around this Maelstrom Pulse. So we're going to sandbag it in hand for a turn. Obviously, they can still Maelstrom Pulse the Wanderer, but at least in that situation, you know, we've got a 2/2 out the deal. It's kind of nice. Oh, it's kind of cute. They can Shoulder's Edict in response to the Builder's Talent trigger that puts a counter on my wall token. It's still a 2-for-1 though, like we're still just gonna do it. Still fine. Well, the Incubator token protects our Restless Fortress. I didn't notice that. I might have just missed an attack. Alright. Builder's Talent. Oh wait, no, it doesn't. Non-token token. Right. Okay, we get our 0-4. We level up. We level up again. Yeah, they could have edicted it. You are correct. Right, so they get... Oh, they're gonna the end my Eternal Wanderers? Okay. We only have 2 of them, it's fine. It's kind of annoying because it means we don't have one in the yard for the next Builder's Talent, but... We're still getting a 2-for-1 out of this scenario, right? We have like a chonky token swinging in, a talent leveling things up, and we got them to spend a removal spell. I'm gonna draw a card. That does mean my Beza is probably gonna get to draw a card next turn, so... We have 3 8 lands. We also have late 8. Oh, they get to wipe our graveyard here. Very rude. Okay. Go after the free and leave me with the Builder's Talent. So keep giving me incremental value. I think I meant to play out the land, otherwise they can stop me drawing a card. Now this Beza protects my Restless Fortress. Or maybe Restless Fortress protects Beza. Don't know. Oh, that is nice. I assume I just want to cash this in, get my card off the wall token. My opponent gets the Maelstrom Pulse, the Caretakers, but we've drawn a card off of it. We get a clean 2-for-1 then. I guess I want to grow the wall token, right? Oh, I guess they can edict the wall token, but if that's how they're using their edict, I don't care. Okay. Broke. They do stop me drawing a card, but it's okay. Because now they're not edicting a Beza or a Kaya or a Restless Fortress. Also, them pulsing this Caretakers means future Builders' Talents now have something to return, so that's quite nice for us. I really want to avoid casting this Get Lost if it's all possible. I really don't want them to have map tokens they can sack to Fountainport. Am I attacking with Restless Fortress? If I do, they can double block, but then I kill their fish and it stops them drawing a card the turn after. Not even good. Do something weird and like get lost my Beza to make the Restless Fortress a 3/6. I guess I'm just attacking for 4 and playing main land and saying go. Yeah, it does drain them, that's true. Maybe it's more reasonable than I thought. Oh. The time for Duress has passed. They might have a good non-creature for all I know, but I just want to find Caretakers, Builders, Kayas more than anything. They're gifting me a card, okay. They get a Get Lost. I could have cast the Get Lost in response to make them potentially brick. I don't really want to give them map tokens at the moment. And if they go to Get Lost my Beza, I get to grow my Restless Fortress, so it's not like the end of the world. Okay, pretty good. Yes, now they get Lost the Fortress to make sure I take damage, but obviously I'm going to go for the block. Because if they do that, they grow my Beza so that it can block the Overlord. Oh, it's one or more. Well, it still gets the trade with the Overlord. Oh. Can I please find anything? No. No Duress. That isn't terrible. I could technically put them to 4 here, but I think blocking is probably more relevant. They're attacking with both. Do they have Deadly Cover Up? Is that what's happening here? They could also have nowhere to run. Be a weird card for them to have left in. But it would get me, I guess. Oh, the post blocks go for the throat. Okay. Opponent hates dealing damage to me, I guess. No, they're allowed to hate dealing damage to me. It's legal. Oh boy, that's a good card. The Caretaker's in the yard. Let's go. Back our Caretakers. What am I putting the counters on? We just don't know. I feel like putting 3 counters on this wall makes it staggeringly obnoxious. Then we can just like copy a wall token, draw a card. Cool. I think in opponent's shoes, I would have cracked the Fountainport in response. It exposes their hand to Duress, but they could have found something to blow up the Builder's Talent in response to the trigger before it gets to return anything back. I think that would have been pretty good for them. My life total healthy. As long as I got life, I can do anything. Yeah. Pretty good. Make a fish, draw a card. We could lose this. Oh, this is a nice one there. Make a fish in their turn. Draw a card. Maybe I meant to wait. They've shown me Maelstrom Pulse. Wait until they go to combat. Means they can blow up Caretakers in response if they draw a Terra Sunder. But I don't know. Want to not die more than anything. They have so many lands because of all these overlords. They have 7 token lands. They have almost as many token lands as actual lands. Oh, that was strip mine. Rude. These demo fields have been incredible, by the way. Actually phenomenal. Okay, cast the talent. Throw this wall because it's not yet big enough. Copy the wall. Draw 2 cards. Very nice. If I max level talent, I can still make a fish in that turn. I think I'm gonna get this Backstreet down and say go. I like how we're still nowhere remotely close to killing them, by the way. I mean, I have to assume that card is good. We have 8 power in play, but all of it is on defense. What's an IR? Kind of nothing. It's fine. This is just insurance in case they Maelstrom Pulse me. And it draws 2 cards off talent if we need it to anyway, or if we want it to. Okay, they go on a 10. They are not casting their 3/2. Okay. Make a fish. Draw 2 cards. Pride of Wholeclade, incredible. Hey, sneaky. I don't think I'm allowed to put down the 3rd Caretaker's talent. I'm gonna be real with y'all. However, I might be casting this Virtue of Persistence. Oh my god, I'm dead. Actually, no, I kill them, right? I kill them, maybe? I'm not sure. I don't really know what happens here. We let this resolve and then we figure it out. I think I almost killed them. So I can make a Builder's Talent. The counter on this. The counter on this. They are almost certainly dead. It does seem likely. Okay, second Get Lost seals it, right? We go upgrade this Builder's Talent. We go Get Lost your blocker. Get Lost our wall token. This is outrageous. This becomes an 8/8. Level up for this. Easiest lethal of my life. Builder's Talent OP. Nice outrageous robbery. Alright, if we'd not killed them that turn, we would have lost. If you wanted coaching, you'd pay me. Hell yeah. I'm gonna take that as an endorsement. Alright, let's delete the original command. Add com. Coaching. Play this land out. I also have a Discord. Thank you for linking the Discord, Sophia. You're great. Check out the Discord. The Discord's chill. I guess I should put myself by a lot of time, right? Stop their deck from snowballing. I say as they play 2 more elves. Okay, I could get down a Caretakers or I could get down a Sunken Citadel. I think I'm gonna play the Citadel, because then I get to hold open Get Lost anyway. I need to get down this tap land at some point. Interesting, okay. I am happy they plussed instead of minusing on the elf. If they minused on the elf, this would be like a much spookier situation, I think. But as is, I can just get lost to the Elspeth. Then I guess I start ticking up Kaya. And hope she doesn't die. Somewhat hard for her to die, but not impossible. Like, they have maps to grow a creature, so. Okay, that's a very large bunny. And they get to activate a cage. Oh boy. Scary. So whichever one I block, they get to grow, right, with the cage. A bit of me kind of wants to not block. Okay, what do you get? Wow. Imagine if I draw a Sunfall. Oh. That would also probably be pretty good. I think I'm gonna chill on it. I could definitely see an argument for just casting it. To play it safe. It feels like they can't give trample to the Bunnicorn, right? It feels like pretty hard to die if we have free spirit tokens on defense. Maybe this is needlessly risky. I guess 2 removal spells now kills me. But it does mean that if I survive this turn, it's like going to be impossible to lose pretty much. So I'm going to get some replacement 2/1 players. I guess we're going to lose our Kaya. I'm going to block the bunny, block the Mistmoors. That means I take 4, 5, 6. Maybe 7. Oh, I only have to block a single creature to save Kaya, right? I'm probably meant to do that. Yep, they save their flyer. Shoutouts to Split Up being just astronomically better than Temporary Lockdown. Not even close. I guess I get to even draw a card before I cast this. Fish for Sunfall. Oh, Duress. Okay. Why not? See. That is there. Refill the board hand. We're gonna go Split Up, destroy all tapped creatures. Goodbye. Y'all will not be missed. And say go. Now if they grow their creature, when we block it, we get to sack to draw. Although they're probably gonna grow the one that would kill the Kaya instead. Oh, hey, Noel. Yep, they grow this one to kill Kaya. Do I want to trade or just draw a card? I don't want to draw a card. Like, obviously absurd if we draw another sweeper, but also Wanderer is going to reset the table anyway if we want, so. So if I Wanderer a minus, they do get to keep a creature and kill her. Feels like that would probably be responsible there. I could also like plus flicker a creature and then like They still have to kill Wanderer then? And we're chewing through their board? I worry about randomly dying, but I think it's probably pretty safe. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can deal like 10 probably at most. I'm gonna be responsible. They get to kill my Wanderer, but then we get to untap and like get some stuff going. They have to tap their salvagers. They can't grow their tokens this turn. I don't know. This seems like the responsible play. Running low on resources. We don't need to get greedy. Evangelist, sure. Get rid of it. Try a Parting Gust and they get rid of it. And they say go. Cool. Oh yeah, this Lesnia deck is the delight. We played it on stream recently. It was very, very sweet. Definitely recommend giving it a spin. Oh Dash, thank you so much for that Prime sub. Hell yeah. Thank you for subscribing and helping support me in my content. It means a whole bunch to me. Really appreciate all the new subs we've had this past week. Glad y'all are enjoying the stream so much. Let's go up to 15. We have 2 talents active. We're going to get a virtue down soon. Pretty hard to lose from here, but you know, anything could happen, I guess. All right. Fire off this. Draw 2 cards. Amazing. So, against green-white, we definitely want all our split ups. We want Pest Control. It kills tokens, right? And elves. I think we want Pest Control. I think the rest sucks. This kills Cage. It doesn't kill their Golem, unfortunately. It does kill Mistmoors. Kind of go either way on it. Dust Animus could be good. They do have a bunch of removal for it. I think Blot Out stinks. I probably want to trim Kaya like copying Mistmoors. So stupid. Yes, I would like both the Sunders. I'm gonna trim Kaya. Seems good. Let's roll with it. I don't think I want these Dust Animuses. I think they're gonna. My opponent's a bit too good at answering them. And even go over the top of them. I don't think they're as good here as they are against some of the other aggro decks. This deck looks fun. Yeah, this deck's a delight. What is Standard like right now? Standard is a lot of fun at the moment. Like, the gameplay is good. The format's varied. There are a lot of good decks. The only slightly bad thing about the format, I guess, is I do think that Gruul is just like pretty clearly the best deck. I could see someone being like put off by that, by there being a clear best deck, you know. But I think the format's a lot of fun. Probably the best Standard has been for quite a while. Alright, I guess I'm just going to cast the Split Up, stop myself taking damage here. Seems fine. Yeah, good for people to have a best deck to aim at, true, yeah. Like, I don't think it's like a clearly bad thing for there to be a best deck, right? There've been lots of great formats that have best decks. But I'd understand if, like, someone was put off by that. I just Beza, right? Got a good blocker in play. Could go badly, but it feels like it's going to go well. That is a second Salvager, yep. Okay. Start by backstreeting. I do want a Fountainport. It's weird because Fountainport doesn't actually help me much at the moment, but like, it's a very good card to have access to. Oh, I could have played Untapped Land instead and leveled up the Builder's Talent so that Nowhere to Run would give me a counter. I didn't consider that. Maybe should have considered that. Anyway, we here now. Yeah. I have to do this because pretty soon it struggles to kill things. Yeah, it's not like ideally handled, but it's fine. Oh my gosh, VV. Need more Ornithopters. Not enough. I guess they can win this while they can trade with my Beza. Maybe you should have seen that coming. This is fine though, right? Uses that whole turn. Maybe it's not so fine. Who could say? Is it weird that I kind of want to get lost the stupid free? Oh, I needed to play the Fountain. Oh my god. Look. Been a long day. Doesn't make more toys. Oh. That's so funny. Okay, cool. Whatever. There you go. Yeah, I should have played out the Fountainport, obviously. Here we are. It'll be fine. Alright, they're turning the Salvager into a toy. Seems fine. Do I want to get lost anything? I want a minus on the Salvager, so... Am I allowed to just get lost this toy to make sure Kaya doesn't randomly die? It seems really hard for Kaya to die. Maybe this is unnecessary. Cool. Guess what we get? Personally, I'm very excited to get a porcelain gallery in the near future. That sounds kind of delightful. What's this? Flying porcelain gallery, so true. I guess I can kill Elspeth if I activate this and give these like Trample and Lodge, but kind of hard to turn up to turn down a second Planeswalker. Oh, they can give this Flying Mind. Interesting, but they're gonna have to block to save the Elspeth. So. Yeah, you do, Jamura. Rooms are very strange. Why the soldier instead of the toy? Oh, because of the Dollmaker's shop. Right, BV. Yeah. Smart. I just figured this way we wouldn't be chump attacking, but which matters for not letting them minus on their creature. So I think I prefer what I did, but okay. As much as I really want a Dollmaker's shop, I really do, to be clear. Probably kill the Susbuff. Is Bunny going to be a 1/1? I don't really know how layers work here. Damn it. SMH. Yeah, it is a 1/1. That is fine. I'm sure we will find a way to make it through this very trying time. Damn, the Salvager card's pretty good. I'm gonna make our team so big. Oh. Small bun. So true. That's also a small bun. Yeah, they're getting larger. Larger and in charger. Oh yeah. Alright, we went 4-1 with this deck today. That's pretty good. I don't know. We only lost to Gruul. 4-1 with Talent Show. People have been asking me to play it again for a while now. Glad I gave it a little spin. Nice way to start off the new season. Gruul is grueling to play against. So